What's up, Flourish family? It's your girl Sienna Sage, back on here with another video. Now, as y'all know, we have been on the hair porosity series, and today we are showing love to our high porosity kings and queens out there, okay? We're tuning in to y'all on your natural hair journey. So without further ado, we are going to get into this video, but just real briefly, we're gonna open up with a Flourish affirmation. All right, y'all, so we got our box of Flourish affirmations right here. Boom. So I'm gonna just all right, I'm gonna go in and choose an affirmation with you all. Alrighty, so this is our affirmation, and it says, y'all read it first. What does it say? It says, I am a compassionate being of light. I am a compassionate being of light. Period. It is affirmed. I am a compassionate being of light. That's the affirmation of the day, y'all. All right, so now we're ready to get into this video, but just know that you are a compassionate being of light. I am a compassionate being of light. We are compassionate beings of light. Okay, good. I love that. I love that. I love that. So we're gonna hit y'all with the top tips for my high porosity people out there. Boom. If you do not know your hair porosity, disclaimer, stop this video right now and tune in to the link right here, which will basically brief you on how to figure out your hair porosity, understand what your hair porosity is, the characteristics of different hair porosities, and then also tune into this link to do the hair porosity test at home, because that'll be a simple 5-minute way for you to figure out what your hair porosity is. So boom. That's that on that. Now, I do want to brief you guys on a general understanding of what hair porosity characteristics are. So that means that the pores in your hair are very, very open. And when the pores are very, very open, moisture is not able to sit in it as it just goes and flows right through. So that is high porosity hair type. And if you need any more clarity on high porosity hair type, definitely tune into that video because it dives really deep into hair porosity, specifically high porosity hair type at one point in the video. So tune into that. But without further ado, we're gonna get into these tips for y'all that's ready to receive these tips and implement them. All right, y'all. So I don't have nails right now, so we're just going, you know, on a little board. So these are the tips that I wrote down. I'm gonna flip this video so that you guys can see them. But top tip, being that the pores are very, very open, is that you want to be doing protein treatments either weekly or bi-weekly, because when the pores in our hair are very, very open, that means that the proteins in our hair have been compromised and the integrity of that strand of hair has been compromised. 90% of your hair is made up of keratin proteins. That being said, when those pores are open, that means that there are gaps of protein in the hair, and you kind of want to refill those proteins back in. So by doing bi-weekly or even weekly protein treatments, you're going to be able to topically treat and build those proteins back into your hair. And just a little DIY, like a couple ingredients that I recommend for doing your protein treatments is 1, coconut milk, 2, avocado oil, and then 3, I'd say banana. Like that's a good composition right there, those 3. Boom. And that's like a little plant-based one. Y'all know I'm plant-based, so of course I'm gonna give y'all the plant-based DIY for a protein treatment. That's just me. But yeah, protein treatments bi-weekly or weekly. Number 1 tip. So we're gonna get our marker here. We're gonna look at our list over here and we're gonna say check, boom, to our weekly or bi-weekly protein treatments. Boom. That's number 1. Number 2, okay, y'all gonna love this one. This is super, super easy, but it helps you so much. Being that the pores in your hair are very open, when you are trying to get moisture into your hair, you need to close your pores. and allow that moisture, that moisturizing product, those moisturizing agents and the oils and butters that you're putting into your hair to be able to retain into the hair and scalp. That being said, cold water is going to seal the pores. It's going to seal your hair, and it's going to help to keep that moisture in your hair rather than having it flow straight out. So whenever you are rinsing your hair or even spraying your hair with water, make sure that that water is cold and then apply your moisturizing agents, and that is going to be super, super helpful for you to be able to really see that moisture in your hair to attain those juicy curls that you know you desire, because we all want healthy, moisturized, and flourishing hair. I know that's right, queens. I know that's right. Literally, that's the game plan right there. Rinse your hair with cold water. That's gonna be a super, super informative and helpful tip for you guys with high porosity out there. So tune into that tip. Telling you guys that is going to be a game changer for you on your high porosity hair type journey. Tune in, apply, let me know how it works for y'all, but I'm telling y'all, this is gonna help you a lot. So we're gonna get our little list over here and check that off. So rinse hair with cold water. Boom. Those two are taken care of. Y'all see, we still got a few more things on this list. So finally, not finally, but almost finally, you want to be making sure that because your pores are very, very open, that you are sealing them. And in order to seal those pores, you need heavier oils, heavier butters, and heavier just hair creams in general, because that is going to help you to really seal the pores and the proteins back into your hair and gain the elasticity and health of your hair back. That being said, some oils and butters and just creams and things that I recommend are definitely mentioned in this YouTube video, but for the sake of this video, I do want to leave you guys with just 3 oils, butters, and just ingredients in general that will be a game changer for you for high porosity hair type. So that is number 1. Let's get our list. Number 1 is black Jamaican castor oil, okay? So that's that. Black Jamaican castor oil is going to be really great at sealing those pores back in. It also helps to stimulate hair growth and things as such. So this is going to be a great oil to use for those people with high porosity hair type. Again, you have shea butter. Shea butter is going to be really helpful as well. It's one of those thicker butters out there, and it does help to seal the hair, seal in the moisture. And if you're pairing this, again, these oils and butters and creams with the process of the cold water, you're gonna see major improvements in the retention of hydration and moisture in your hair. So you got black Jamaican castor oil now, and now finally shea butter. And now we're moving on to our third one, which is hemp seed oil. Hemp seed oil is really rich in proteins. It is going to really help to build those keratins back into your hair, being that, like I said before, 90% of your hair is made up of keratin proteins. This hemp seed oil right here is gonna help you rebuild that back in. So that's actually a protein hack as well, and something that you could be putting in your hair in daily moisturizers, which is a plant-based topical way to build those proteins back in, help seal in moisture, and just overall rebuild the integrity and health of your hair back. So black Jamaican castor oil, we got shea butter, and we got hemp seed oil. And you already know, Flourish by Sage, y'all. Flourish by Sage is all based off of your hair porosity, your hair type, your hair goals. So I would definitely take the time to stop right now, tune into flourishbysage.com. That is my hair care brand, and you can actually go online, take the hair care quiz, and it'll direct you based off of your unique hair type, your unique hair porosity, to the product that is best for you. Now, people with high porosity hair type, I always recommend one of 2 products, either the So Wavy Hair Souffle. That's great for people that have thinner and lower hair density. And if you're somebody that has very thick hair and a lot of hair in your head, meaning high hair density, I would recommend the Lovely Kinks Hair Souffle. Those 2, great for high porosity hair type. So that's that. So now we've taken care of our third tip. And then the last pro tip that I'm gonna leave y'all with is, this is just something that I recommend, being that the pores in your hair have been compromised and you're trying to rebuild the health and proteins back into your hair, low tension styles are what you need. The braids, the very, very tight braids, and the things that just weigh on the hair and scalp and kind of allow the proteins in the hair itself to be broken down are what you want to avoid in this process of gaining the health back and the integrity back into your hair. That being said, you know, low tension styles can look anything like a wash and go, but making sure that, you know, you're not letting it sit and get matted for too long. A low tension style could look like twist outs. A low tension style could look like braid outs, or braids itself, or twist itself, or, you know, looser bantu knots could also be a low tension style. There's so many different low tension styles out there. Another thing for low tension outside of hairstyles is sleeping with a satin pillowcase. That's going to help you, or a satin bonnet, so that there's less tension. You know, the cotton on our pillowcases, that does aid in being abrasive to the hair, and it does lead to your hair being dried out and compromises on the health and integrity of your hair. So the silk and satin pillowcases / bonnets are going to be helpful for you as well, and that's considered a low tension thing that you can do for your hair, because like I said, those styles can be abrasive. The things that we sleep on can be abrasive for our hair. Not to mention the way that we detangle our hair could be abrasive. So you want to make sure that when you are, you know, detangling, you're doing things that are very low tension. Maybe detangling your ends first and making sure that maybe you put your conditioner in first, and maybe you don't detangle while your shampoo's in. You do it when your pre-poo or your conditioner is in, and then you kind of detangle the ends first, and then kind of work your way in through the rest of your hair, making sure that your hair is completely moisturized as you're doing this, so that you're not ripping your hair out, or even starting just with your fingers and letting your fingers glide through. There's different tactics that we can take to low tension detangling, but definitely a pro tip for high porosity hair type, and really just any hair type, but especially high porosity, because you are already somebody that is struggling with the proteins being compromised in your hair, and you don't want to do anything more to kind of push your hair in the wrong direction. You want to rebuild those proteins back. You want to reseal those pores back into your hair, and you want to get your hair as healthy and strong as possible and build that elasticity back into your hair so that the curls and the shrinkage is just boom, you know? So those are my tips for people with high porosity hair type. Now, I told y'all that I had to pour into my high porosity people, so that's what today's video was all about. I hope that this was super informative for my high porosity people out there. Y'all know I love you. I love all of you, Flourish family. Keep on flourishing today and always, and don't forget our affirmation. I am a compassionate being of light. I am a compassionate being of light and love. Keep on flourishing, y'all. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next video. This basically sums up and wraps up the hair porosity series, so on to the next, y'all. Drop down below any way that I can help you guys in your hair porosity and just natural hair journey in general, and I will be doing a video on it. Let me know, and I'm gonna do it, because I'm helping y'all. We're gonna take our hand out, and we're gonna grab everybody by the hand and help them. But yeah, y'all, enjoy the rest of your week. Keep on flourishing. Love you, Flourish fam. Mwah.